Well, good afternoon, fans, and welcome to Alumni Arena on the campus of Armstrong State University for our Peach Belt Conference basketball doubleheader. It is Military Appreciation Day here at Armstrong State University. Our first game, it will be Armstrong State women taking on Clayton State's women. Chad Jackson to bring you the action. A full slate of activities surrounding our Military Appreciation Day. We're going to have a presentation of the colors as well as a performer of our national anthem. And many members of the Armstrong State military veterans are going to be here sitting courtside, and they'll have a special presentation before the game today, and also an enlistment oath ceremony that will take place at halftime of our men's competition today. But first, it will be the Armstrong State women taking on Clayton State. The Pirates come in at 6-8 overall, 2-3 in the Peach Belt. Clayton State is 11-3, 3-2 in the Peach Belt. The Pirates and the Lakers have seen each other play 6 times this year. Clayton State has been here for a pair of early season tournaments back in November. The Pirates then went to Clayton State for a tournament in the first week of December, but this is the first time this year that both teams will be playing against each other in this key Peach Belt Conference contest. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and introduce you to the 2016-2017 Armstrong State women, and when we come back, we will have the presentation of the colors, our national anthem, and the opening tip of the Pirates and the Lakers.
Brianna Gibson, Twerkaholic.
Amari Montalvo, Twerkaholic.
DeAndrea Clark, Kid and Play.
Jessica Doyle, Kid and Play. Mercedes Jenkins. I don't really dance.
Brigitte Barta and, oh my God, I don't know.
Ashton Ellison, Steeler Man. Kiana Wesley, Steeler Man.
Asia Grimsley, Still Her Man Challenge.
My hair like a swing, yeah. Hey, pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it, yeah. Hey, left foot hood, right foot hood, yeah. Hey, don't fall, sleep, yeah. Hey, Steeler Man, yeah.
Bakaya Webb, The Jerk.
You're a jerk.
Lauren Woods,
You're a
The Jerk.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
Casey Drayton, Crank That.
Brooklyn Heilman, Crank That.
Francis Michaela Denasia Raymondville, a.k.a. Mrs. Mac 11. Let me hit you with that. Mac 11 remix, hey DJ, drop that beat. This one is for you, 2 Chainz.
Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. Armstrong State and Clayton State getting set for Peach Belt Conference women's basketball action again on Military Appreciation Day here at Alumni Arena. Pirates wearing their camo uniforms today in support of our military. Maroon numbers, gold trim, and Clayton State in its road orange uniforms today with blue numbers and white trim. And the tip is won by Clayton State, and we are underway here from Savannah, the Lakers and the Pirates. And that ball thrown behind Benford. Now Jamisha Banks around a screen. 10 seconds on the shot clock, gets it in the corner. Now inside to Benford, she's double teamed. 5 on the shot clock. Cunningham will drive. Her layup is no good. But the offensive rebound comes down to Banks. Banks will give it off to Tiara Johnson. Now Dennard back over to Benford. She'll put up a three-pointer, and that's good. And Andrea Benford strikes first for the Lakers. And now the Pirates come away with Jenkins. Jenkins gets pushed into the Clayton State bench. And the Pirates will take over on the sideline. That three-pointer from Benford, just her 5th of the year. She was 4 of 14 from long range before that one. Pirates starters, DeAndrea Clark, Brianna Gibson, Casey Drayton, Michaela Raymondville, and Mercedes Jenkins. Raymondville has it. The right side, she'll get it to Clark. Now Jenkins drives. Shot no good. Offensive rebound, Raymondville. She puts it back up and in. Back the other way. Layup is good for Tiara Johnson as she was back behind the defense, and none of the Pirates picked her up. Clayton State again showing full court pressure, but broken by Jenkins. Now Gibson to Clark. She'll drive. Scoop shot is no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Gibson. Her shot no good. And there's going to be a foul called against the Pirates on the rebound. That's going to be on Gibson. And immediately Amari Montalvo is going to check in for the Pirates. Freshman, redshirt freshman from Douglasville, Georgia. Benford all the way in, gets it inside to Raven Thomas. She lost the handle, but her teammate got it back. Layup off the bottom of the rim, no good. By Johnson, and the Pirates will pick it up as that ball was tipped out of bounds by the Lakers. 5-2 Clayton with the early lead. Jenkins guarded by Banks, hands off to Clark. They swing it around to Raymondville. Raymondville baseline jumper is no good. Rebound secured by Thomas. Banks for three, no good. Rebound Clark for the Pirates. Jenkins looking inside for Montalvo, but she's well defended. Clark with it, right side. She'll drive, put up the long two, it's no good. Rebound Benford. Benford to the free throw line, jumper no good. Rebound Raymondville. Clark through traffic will hand off to Jenkins. .6:49 to go in the first quarter. Jenkins to Clark. Clark baseline, out to Montalvo, back outside to Drayton for three. No good, but the rebound is out of bounds and will go over to the Lakers. Banks brings it up, gets it to Benford. Now Banks back inside to Benford, and Casey Drayton's going to be called for the push. Second foul, the Pirates, ball out of bounds to the Lakers. Clayton State, 11-3 overall, 3-2 in the Peach Belt. The Pirates will be playing Clayton State tonight or today, Georgia Southwestern on Monday. Those will be the last games for the Pirates against the West Division. As that ball is stripped, DeAndrea Clark takes it away from Denard. And here come the Pirates with the basketball. Jessica Doyle checked in at the dead ball, gets it to Raymondville, over to Clark. Clark over to Montalvo for the wide open layup. Ball deflected. Banks comes up with it. Banks with the scoop shot, no good. Rebound Jenkins. Jenkins throws it right to Tiara Johnson. Johnson on the run is fouled and draws the contact, but also gets the bucket to go. And so Tiara Johnson will try and complete the three-point play. Tiara Johnson, the 5'5 senior from Edison, New Jersey, to the free throw line, and it is good. So Clayton State opens up an 8-4 lead. Tweety Hawkins will check in for Dejon Denard. Pirates will inbound it against full court pressure. Doyle to Jenkins. Gets it ahead to Raymondville, who lays it up, no good, but Montalvo gets the rebound, and Amari Montalvo is fouled, and she'll shoot two. First free throw, no good, as Monica Alexander comes in. Second free throw, good. Montalvo makes one of two. And a foul the other way, as Benford was underneath the basket ready to put the layup. And Montalvo gets called for the foul. Or excuse me, DeAndrea Clark gets called for the foul. And Andrea Benford to shoot two shots. First free throw is no good, off the front iron. Second free throw, good. Benford makes one of two. Raymondville ahead to Doyle. Gets it ahead to Clark. Wide open layup is good. And that pass out of bounds by Jamisha Banks. And the turnover gives it to Armstrong State. 5:06 to go here in the first quarter. 9-7, Clayton State leads. Raymondville drives the lane, puts up the shot, and it's blocked out of bounds. A foul is called. And they're going to call Clayton State for the foul and a media timeout on the floor. So first 5 minutes of our military appreciation game, and Clayton State leads 9-7. .448 to go here in the first quarter. And Michaela Raymondville, the junior from Rincon, will be at the free throw line for 2 free throws to try and tie this game up. At 9, Raymondville, the leading active scorer for the Pirates this season, 16.9 points per game. First free throw is no good. Off the back iron. Since Brigida Barta was lost to a season-ending injury back in November, it has been Raymondville who has carried the scoring load for the Pirates, as that free throw is good. Had a career-high 33. Here as that ball is thrown out of bounds by Tiara Johnson over the head of Alexander, who is the intended target. So the Pirates will take it back over after the turnover. But Raymondville's put up some outstanding games for the Pirates, twice setting new career highs in scoring since the new year began. And it really started with that 25-point performance at Troy in the exhibition contest in December. And a foul on the floor as Mercedes Jenkins went to pass it to Montalvo. And it'll be ball out of bounds to the Pirates. The foul's on Banks, so she'll check out. Denard will check back in. DeAndrea Clark to inbound it to Jenkins. Back to Clark. Inside Montalvo, ball's deflected, but Clark saves it. Now Jenkins works the ball around to the right, gets it to Raymondville. She'll put it on the floor, kick it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Jenkins all the way in, lays it up, no good. Rebound, Clayton State, and they'll have a wide open layup on the other end as Tiara Johnson gets behind the defense and gets the bucket. Jenkins drives all the way in, lays it up, scores. And then Jenkins gets the steal on the inbounds. Raymondville lays it up, no good. Quickly ahead to Johnson. Johnson lays it up, scores the other way. Doyle all the way in, kicks it off to Clark. They swing it back around to Jenkins, do the Pirates. Now Raymondville for three, that's off the mark. Rebound Johnson, and she's stripped. They're going to call a jump ball, and so Mercedes Jenkins going to get credit for the steal. Jenkins, who leads the Pirates in steals, averages about 2.5 a game, with 2 here in the last minute and a half for the Pirates. And the Pirates will have it trailing by 3, 13-10, 3:07 to go in the first quarter. Casey Drayton back into the lineup for the Pirates. Number 11, Brilliant Rackley into the lineup for Clayton State. Jenkins. Hands off to Clark. Now Doyle with it. Hassled. And then Drayton, a great feed from Doyle, and Casey Drayton lays it up and in. Good court recognition by Doyle, knowing where Drayton was on the floor, and Casey Drayton gets the layup. 2:35 to go in the quarter. Johnson loses the basketball, and another jump ball is called, but this time it will stay with Clayton State. And we'll get a shot clock adjustment as they reset the shot clock. And it will be 16 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson inbounds it, taken by Denard. Lobs it inside, back out, and stolen by Jenkins. Jenkins then throws it right to Monica Alexander. 2-on-1 break. Alexander lays it up, no good. And then Drayton blocks the shot of Johnson, and another jump ball. This time Gibson ties it up, and the Pirates will take over. .209 to go. Pirates will take over. We'll reset the shot clock. And the Pirates will bring it in with Jenkins. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 13-12, Clayton State leads. Jessica Doyle for three is no good. And then a ball thrown looking for Rackley. Stolen by Gibson. Clark to Gibson. Now Doyle with it. Out to Jenkins. Lobs it inside for Drayton. Drayton shot is blocked, and that's out of bounds off of the Lakers. 7 seconds on the shot clock for the Pirates. Raymondville and Ashland Ellison into the lineup for the Pirates. As Ellison will inbound it. Gets it to Raymondville. Raymondville drives the baseline, spins, and gets called for the offensive foul as she lowered her shoulder into Denard to try and draw the contact. Brooklyn Howman's going to come in now for Raymondville, who picked up her second foul. Shot is up and good for Alexander. And it's 15-12. Ellison dribbles right, looks left for Howman. Howman gets it to Gibson. Now Drayton to Howman. 8 on the shot clock. Drayton is fouled on the floor by Rackley. And that's the 5th team foul, so Drayton will shoot 2. Other action around the Peach Belt today. Montevallo is at Flagler as Drayton's first free throw is no good. North Georgia at Francis Marion. Young Harris at UNC Pembroke. Augusta at Georgia College. Columbus State, at Lander, all starting with us here at 1:30. We'll try and get you some scores here in the second quarter from those contests. Second free throw good. Drayton makes 1 of 2. It's 15-13. Shot is up, in and out, no good. Drayton blocks the follow, and then another jump ball is called as Heilman ties up the basketball with Denard. And it will stay with the Lakers. 30 seconds on the game clock, 25 on the shot clock. And then a hand check foul on Heilman, trying to stay with Alexander after she received the inbounds pass. And Monica Alexander will shoot 2. 5'6" junior from Richmond, Virginia. She is a 55% free throw shooter. First one is up and no good. Jenkins and Clark check in for Ellison and Heilman. Second free throw good. Clark has it, gets it to Jenkins. Pirates can hold for the last shot if they want to. Trailing by 3 here in the first quarter, 16-13. Jenkins inside to Gibson. Gibson out to Drayton. Open for 3, in and out, no good, but Doyle gets the rebound, puts it up, that's no good. And the rebound is out of bounds off the Pirates with 1.1 second left in the first quarter. Half-court shot goes awry for the Lakers, and at the end of the first quarter, Armstrong State trails Clayton State 16-13. It has not resulted in points at the other end, but if they keep from turning over the ball like they did in the first quarter, the baskets will come as the Pirates will have it to open up the second quarter. DeAndrea Clark, Casey Drayton, Jessica Doyle, Brianna Gibson, and Mercedes Jenkins on the floor for the Pirates. Jenkins has it in her hand right now. 10 on the shot clock. Out to Drayton. Drayton lays it up. No good. Gibson with the rebound and is on the floor, and they're going to call, I believe, a foul on Clayton State. And that's going to be on number 1, Jamisha Banks. So the Pirates will inbound it with a fresh 30. Clark with it over to Jenkins. Jenkins open 2, no good. But rebound comes down to Johnson. Johnson to Banks. Benford on the floor with it, lays it up, no good. And offensive rebound and a putback is good for Ashley Cunningham. And it's 18-13. Jenkins to Clark. Doyle with a long 3. That's an air ball, no good. Rebound comes down to Clayton State. Tiara Johnson coast to coast, lays it up off the bottom of the backboard, but she draws the foul, and Johnson will shoot 2. Tiara Johnson, again, 7 points leading the way for Clayton State. Her first free throw is good. Denard back in for Clayton State. Johnson came into today hitting 41% from the free throw line, but she's made 2 of 2. Second one here is no good, so she's 2 of 3 for the game. 8 points now, leading the way for the Lakers as Clayton State pushes the lead to 6, 19-13. Jenkins to Clark around the perimeter. Now Doyle with it. Out to Jenkins. Out to Drayton. 6 on the shot clock. Jenkins will put up the 3. It's good. And the Pirates finally get a 3-point basket to fall. Back the other way. Hawkins for a long 2 is no good. Clark with the rebound. Jenkins to Clark, and Brianna Gibson's going to get called for the offensive foul on the illegal screen. So that will bring back in Amari Montalvo. .740 to go. Benford to Hawkins, baseline jumper for Hawkins, no good. Rebound comes down to Drayton, then she throws it out to Clark, and it's too far in front of her as it goes out of bounds. So turnover by the Pirates. They had 2 in the first quarter. They have 2 here in the first 2.5 minutes. Clayton State takes over, leading by 3. Benford kicks it out. Denard for 3, no good. Rebound, tipped again. Jenkins picks it up on the run. Jenkins to Clark. Clark drives and gets called, or excuse me, draws the foul contact. Thought she was going to get called for the travel, but instead found the floor will give the Pirates a fresh 30. Bass inside to Drayton. Finger roll is good. And Casey Drayton brings the Pirates within one. It's 19-18. Hawkins back out front of Benford. She'll put up the long two. It's no good. Rebound Clark for the Pirates. Clark over to Drayton. Inside for Montalvo. And out of bounds with it for Clayton State is Cunningham. She made the proper call, read the pass, but her momentum carried her out of bounds with the basketball. 6:30 to go in the second quarter. Ashlyn Ellison into the lineup for the Pirates. Montalvo gets the inbounds pass. Clark to Drayton for three, good. And Casey Drayton gives the Pirates their first lead of the game, 21-19. Tiara Johnson drives the baseline, throws it up off the bottom of the backboard. Rebound comes down to Drayton, and a jump ball will give it to Clayton State. Pirates had the jump ball on the opening possession of the second quarter, so the held ball alternating possession rule gives it to Clayton here, as Raven Thomas will come back into the lineup for the Lakers. No shot clock reset, so 10 seconds on the shot clock for Clayton State. Hawkins off the inbounds for three, no good. Rebound stolen by Jenkins ahead to Ellison, and that pass, again, too far in front of Ellison. She can't handle it. It goes back to the Lakers. Couple of scores from the Peach Belt. North Georgia leads Francis Marion 25-19. Augusta leads Georgia College 22-18. Lander leads Columbus State 28-26. All those in the second quarter. And that ball out of bounds off the hands of Rackley. And the Pirates will take over. 21-19. Jenkins. Guarded by Denard. Jenkins all the way to the hoop, lays it up, scores. Mercedes Jenkins makes it a 23-19 Pirate lead. Hawkins to Rackley. Hands it off to Johnson. She'll drive, kick it off. Baseline jumper is no good for Thomas. But Thomas gets her own miss, puts it back up and in. 23-21, under 5 to play here in the second quarter. Jenkins gives it off to Clark, 15 on the shot clock. Drayton again with it. Drayton and Jenkins have carried the offensive load here in the second quarter. Clark for a long two, no good. Gets her own miss, throws it up, no good. And that is out of bounds. Off of Denard. Pirates will get it with 4:28 left in the quarter. Media timeout on the floor. Armstrong State leads at 23-21. 4:28 to go here in the the second quarter. And Armstrong State leads Clayton State 23-21 here on Military Appreciation Day at Alumni Arena. A great crowd here to watch the Pirates and the Lakers battle. Reminder, the second game of our doubleheader comes your way about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this contest. Armstrong State and Clayton State men. But out of the timeout, Armstrong State will have the basketball. Montalvo, Jenkins, Drayton, Ellison, and Clark on the floor for the Pirates. Rackley, Alexander, Raven, Thomas, Tweedy, Hawkins on the floor. And right on the inbounds play, Casey Drayton. Great designed play for the Pirates, and Drayton gets the layup, and it's 25-21. Lakers have it now with Alexander. They swing it around to Hawkins, guarded by Ellison. Good crossover. Hawkins' shot is up, no good off the bottom of the rim. Ellison with the rebound. Jenkins all the way in, lays it up, and scores. Mercedes Jenkins with the bucket. She's got 9. It's 27-21. Hawkins out to Alexander for 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound, though. And shot no good by Dyson. Pirates come away with it. Ellison running the floor. Gets it to Clark. And then Clark is tied up. And actually, no, they're going to call 3 seconds on Clark, even though it looked like there was a tie up there. And so that will give the ball to Clayton State with 3:30 to go in the quarter. And the official scores table gets the explanation from our officials, and now Rackley will inbound it. 27-21. 3:25 to go until halftime. Much different quarter for the Pirates here in quarter number 2 than quarter number 1, as Dyson hits that shot from the elbow to make it 27-23. Ellison to Jenkins. Jenkins being hassled in the backcourt. Gets it to Drayton. And a timeout taken by head coach Fala Bullock. She is almost at the half-court line trying to call that timeout. With 3:02 to go in the quarter and 16 on the shot clock, it's a 30-second timeout. Pirates now shooting 35% from the floor. Clayton State shooting just 30%. Drayton leading the way for the Pirates with 10 points. 4 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range. Johnson continues to lead for Clayton State with 8 points, but she's not on the floor right now. One of the reasons why she has committed 5 of the Clayton State 11 turnovers here in this contest. Michaela Raymondville back in the lineup now for the Pirates, as Clark to inbound it. To Jenkins, out to Raymondville, back to Jenkins, inside to Drayton, free throw line jumper good. And Casey Drayton has 12, Pirates lead it 29-23. Dyson out to Alexander, inside to Benford, turnaround jumper no good. Big rebound by Montalvo. Now Jenkins with 2.5 to go until halftime. Out to Drayton. Now Raymondville Shot is up off the glass, no good. Tip, no good. And Dyson with the rebound for Clayton State. Hawkins, inside ball, gets to Rackley, who lays it up and in. Jenkins, all the way to the rim, shoots and scores. (31-25), 1:45 to go until halftime. Dyson out front, back to Hawkins. She'll put up the three, it's no good. Clark with the rebound. Clark out to Raymondville. Raymondville, shot is up and good. And a timeout taken by Clayton State head coach Kalina Coleman as the Pirates have opened up an 8-point lead late in the second quarter. It's 33-25. 30-second timeout. Casey Drayton reached her season high of 16 points last week against North Georgia. This is the third time this year she's been in double figures. As Clayton State has it now, 33-25 Pirates lead. Dyson drives, pull-up jumper for two, no good. And the rebound by Montalvo is tipped out of bounds. They're going to say that shot did not hit the rim, so it's 16 seconds on the shot clock. On the inbounds, Rackley hands it off to Johnson. And then an offensive foul is called against Rackley, and that will give the Pirates the basketball. Rackley will exit. Raven Thomas will check back in. 1:04 to go until halftime. Jenkins inbounded against full court pressure. Raymondville brings it across the timeline, now gets it to Jenkins. 20 on the shot clock. Guarded by Johnson. Jenkins to Clark. Now Jenkins with 10 on the shot clock. 4-3, no good. Rebound, Benford. And then her pass is too tall for Johnson and goes out of bounds with 34 seconds on the clock. Clark over to Drayton. Four-second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. As Jenkins in no hurry to get things going here. 10 on the shot clock. Now she'll dribble left. Go in all the way. Now underhand it to Montalvo. Her shot no good. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnson, can she beat the shot clock? She does with the layup. And so that will be the end of the second quarter as we head to halftime. Armstrong State leading at 33-27. We'll break for halftime, come back with a look at the first half statistics and bringing the second half of action between the Pirates and the Lakers. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena, where Armstrong State leads Clayton State 33-27. At halftime, here's a look at the first half statistics. First for the Lakers. Clayton State shot 11 of 34 from the floor. That's 32.4%. Just 1 of 8 from three-point range, 12.5%. 4 of 7 on free throws. That's 57%. Leading the way, Tiara Johnson, 10 points, 6 rebounds, but 5 turnovers for the senior guard from Edison, New Jersey. Clayton State also had 22 rebounds in that first half, 8 offensive compared to 21 and 6 offensive for the Pirates, and the Lakers did turn it over 12 times before halftime. Armstrong State shot 40% in the first half, 14 of 35, 2 of 8 on three-pointers, 25%, 3 of 6 from the free throw line for 50%. Leading the way, Casey Drayton, 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 3 on three-pointers, 12 points for her. Mercedes Jenkins, 11 points, 3 assists, as she was 5 of 8 from the floor, including 1 of 2 from three-point range. Pirates turned it over just 5 times there in the first half, twice in the first quarter, 3 times in the second quarter. Here are some other scores from around the Peach Belt Conference. Flagler leading Montevallo 34-24 in the third quarter. UNC Pembroke all over Young Harris 50-33 in the third quarter. North Georgia and Francis Marion halftime. North Georgia leads 31-30 over the Patriots. Augusta and Georgia College already in the third quarter. Georgia College leads 27-26. And Lander leads Columbus State 46-38 in about 2 minutes into the third quarter there. Later tonight, Georgia Southwestern is at USC Aiken. That'll be at 5:30. Just about a minute to go before the second half between the Pirates and the Lakers here at Alumni Arena. It will be Armstrong State basketball to begin our second half of action. And for the Lakers, it'll be their starting 5 on the floor. Jamisha Banks, Dejun Denard, Tiara Johnson, Ashley Cunningham, Andrea Benford for the Pirates. Starting 5 on the floor as well. Brianna Gibson, Mercedes Jenkins, Michaela Raymondville, DeAndrea Clark, and Casey Drayton. Raymondville to Gibson. Now Clark with it. Inside, Raymondville loses the basketball, and it ends up in the hands of Gibson. Drayton for 3 is no good, and that rebound is tipped out of bounds by Benford. And a player is down on the floor for Clayton State when Raymondville lost the basketball. She collided with Cunningham, and Cunningham being attended to here on the floor. And we're going to take an official's timeout as the trainers attend to Cunningham. We'll be back. You're listening to and watching Armstrong State women's basketball. Play resumes here with Clayton State having the basketball after the turnover, or after the rebound. And Lakers have it. Rackley is into the lineup for Cunningham. Shot no good by Banks. Rebound by Jenkins. Jenkins ahead to Clark. Now Jenkins will set up the half-court offense. Gibson to Raymondville. Raymondville around a screen, drives. Free throw line jumper is good, and Michaela Raymondville, who had just 5 points in the first half, picks up the first bucket of the second half. It's 35-27. Denard around a screen, gives it to Benford. Inside for Rackley, and then Rackley throws it out of bounds, looking for Banks on the wing. Shakira Walker's going to come in now for Clayton State, 5'7" senior from Coral Springs, Florida. Did not play in the first half for the Lakers, but comes in here for head coach Kalina Coleman. 8:33 to go here in the third quarter. Jenkins to Raymondville. Now Drayton with it. 13 on the shot clock. Jenkins to Raymondville. Raymondville to Clark. 5 on the shot clock. Clark, floater in the lane is no good, and an offensive foul has been called. So Clark gets called for the foul and the turnover, and Clayton State will take back over. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Denard, back the other way. Mercedes Jenkins almost had the steal. Denard was able to wrest it away from her. Drove down the right side, but bowled over Gibson. As Clark inside for Gibson, shot is blocked. And that is going to be out of bounds off of Walker as she hustles to try and get the rebound, but just, again, the momentum carried her out of bounds with the basketball. No reset of the shot clock, so 16 seconds for the Pirates as Raymondville has it on the baseline. Gives it to Clark. Clark for 3, no good. Rebound Benford. Benford on the run with it. She wants to go coast to coast, and gets called for the travel. (35-27) Pirates lead. 2.5 into the third quarter. Raymondville's basket, the only basket for either team this quarter. As Drayton misfires on the 3, Benford with the rebound. Benford again wants to go all the way in, lays it up, no good, but she's fouled. And Andrea Benford, when she gets that ball, she is thinking of one thing only, and that's getting to the basket. We've seen it several times in this game. But Benford sitting on 4 points. She has not scored a 2-point basket so far. She had a 3-pointer early in the first quarter, as Benford's first free throw is good. 35-28. Second free throw upcoming. She is 2 for 3 from the line today. Up and good. So Benford makes them both, and Clayton State shows full court pressure out of the made timeout. Gibson gets it to Jenkins. Jenkins on the run to Raymondville, and Raymondville can't handle the pass. Quickly ahead to Johnson. Johnson on the run, lays it up, scores, and that's something the Lakers haven't had in a while. A basket behind the defense, but Michaela Raymondville comes right back and nails the three. 38-31. Benford lays it up, scores, and draws the foul. So Andrea Benford becoming the focus of the Clayton State offense here in the third quarter. She'll have a chance to complete the three-point play and pull the Lakers back within 4. 38-33. Free throw is good. Jenkins to Drayton. Back to Jenkins. Now Gibson with it. Back to Jenkins. 12 on the shot clock. Clark to Drayton. Drayton over in the corner for Raymondville. Raymondville off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Banks, and her shot is up, no good. But offensive rebound, shot no good. And finally, Benford puts it back up and in. 38-36. Jenkins trapped in the backcourt, gets it, or tries to get it to Clark, but Jenkins passes it on the end line. And that turnover will give it back to Clayton State. Now we see some of the turnovers as Johnson on the inbounds is fouled by Drayton. And Clayton State will have a chance to tie this game on 2 free throws by Johnson. First free throw is good. Ashlyn Ellison, Jessica Doyle, Amari Montalvo come in for the Pirates. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Montalvo. Ellison to Jenkins. .13 on the shot clock. Ellison to Doyle. Back to Ellison. 8 on the shot clock. Gibson out to Doyle. Doyle, mid-range jumper is an air ball, and that's a easy rebound for Johnson. She wants to go coast to coast. Lays it up, no good. Montalvo with the rebound, but she has it taken out of her hands. Montalvo then gets the rebound off the missed shot by Denard. Now Ellison on the run with the basketball, hands off to Jenkins. 4:43 to go in the quarter. Pirates clinging to a 1-point lead. Ellison all the way in, lays it up, no good, but she's fouled. And Benford's going to be called for the foul. And that'll be a immediate timeout on the floor as the Pirates lead it 38-37 here in the third quarter. So at the free throw line for the Pirates, out of the media timeout, Ashlyn Ellison, the freshman from Gainesville, Georgia, with 2 free throws. First one is good. Ellison 81% this season from the free throw line, 13 of 16. Second free throw coming, and it is up and in. Johnson behind the defense. Layup is no good, and Gibson gets the rebound for the Pirates. Pirates dodge a bullet there because Johnson was well behind the defense on the made free throw. Ellison to Jenkins for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Banks, quickly ahead again to Johnson, and Johnson misses the layup again. Pirates keep losing Johnson defensively, but at least the last 2 possessions has not made the Pirates pay for it. 3:48 to go in the quarter, 40-37. Ellison to Doyle. Inside for Montalvo. Back out to Ellison. Her 3 is badly missed, and it's out of bounds over to the Lakers. Banks to Denard. She'll drive. Kick it off to Benford. Benford lays it up, scores. Benford makes it a 1-point game again, 40-39. Montalvo to Ellison. Back to Jenkins, back to Ellison. Under 3 to play in the quarter. 40-39. Gibson to Ellison. Ellison to the cutter, Doyle. Out to Jenkins. Wide open for 3. In and out, no good. Benford with the rebound. Denard for 3. Good. And Clayton State retakes the lead, 42-40. And then that pass from Jenkins is over the head. Jenkins checks out. Michaela Raymondville checks in. Banks, guarded by Raymondville, gets it to Johnson. Back to Banks, 13 on the shot clock. Benford, jump stop, shot no good, gets her own miss, puts it up, no good, gets her own miss, puts it up and in. Benford with 2 offensive rebounds, finally gets the 3rd shot to go, and it's 44-40, and Jessica Doyle gets called for the travel. Casey Drayton was going to check in for Amari Montalvo to try and deal with Benford, as Benford has taken over here in the second half. 13.6 rebounds. Minute 40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Johnson underhands it. Benford shot is good. All going right for the Lakers right now. They have outscored the Pirates 19-7 here in the 3rd quarter. 46-40 is the Clayton State lead. Clark to Gibson. Now Doyle around a screen, kicks it off to Clark. Drayton in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound is out of bounds off of Benford. Raymondville was there, couldn't secure it. On the inbounds, Doyle gets it to Clark. Her three is good. DeAndrea Clark for three. (46-43). Johnson around Drayton, throws it up, it's no good, but Drayton gets called for the foul. Or actually, no, they're going to call it on Clark. And so Johnson will shoot two. First free throw in and out, no good. 26.3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Johnson's second free throw is good. She makes one of two. And it's 47-43. Gibson hassled in the backcourt and then turns it over. Johnson lays it up, no good. Rebound tipped again. Banks comes up with it, and her shot is no good. Rebound Gibson. And a jump ball is called as Johnson ties it up with Gibson, and Clayton State will take over with 9.7 seconds left. Denard, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound kept alive by the Pirates. And that is going to be the end of the quarter. 47-43. Clayton State leads as we head to the fourth. Pirates start the fourth quarter with the basketball, trailing Clayton State 47-43. Three-pointer no good by Raymondville. Walker comes away with it. Now the Lakers have it with Benford. Clayton State outscored the Pirates 20-10 in that quarter to take a 4-point lead. Denard off the glass, no good. And that rebound is out of bounds off of the Pirates. Fresh 30 for Clayton State. 9:25 to go. Off the inbound, shot no good, but Johnson is there for the rebound. And Johnson gets the layup, 49-43. Raymondville back the other way, off the glass, no good. Gets her own miss and then is fouled. And Michaela Raymondville will go to the line, and that foul is on Benford. It's her third. Raymondville 10 points. First free throw is good to make it 11. Just 4 of 13 from the floor in this game. Now 2 of 3 from the line. Second free throw, good. And again, Johnson gets behind the defense, gets it to Benford. Benford gets called for the offensive foul as she bowls over Mercedes Jenkins. And we got a substitution as good sign for the Lakers. Ashley Cunningham, who was shaken up earlier in the game, comes in for Benford. Cunningham collided with Raymondville very early in the third quarter, was attended to by the training staff, but obviously is okay to go, which is a good sign. Baseline jumper for Raymondville, no good. Offensive rebound by Gibson, her layup, no good. And ball goes out of bounds off of the Lakers. It'll be Pirate basketball. Clark drives, underhands it to Drayton. Drayton has to pull it out. And now Clark will set up the offense. Gets it to Jenkins, left side. Over to Raymondville. 17 on the shot clock. And Johnson steals the ball. And her layup is good. Tiara Johnson has been a handful for the Pirates. Scored a lot in the first quarter, was invisible in the second, but has come back alive here in the third. 51-45. Clayton State leads. Raymondville to Jenkins. Her three-pointer, good. (51-48). 7:44 to go in the fourth. Denard passes up the three, gets it inside to Cunningham. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound Jenkins. Raymondville 4-3, it's too long. Offensive rebound, though, for DeAndrea Clark. Now Gibson inside. Outside to Drayton, 4-3, no good. Johnson with the rebound. Now Denard, ball's tipped again, and Clark is fouled. DeAndrea Clark initially tipped the pass and then got fouled. And so the Pirates will take over at half court. And an immediate timeout on the floor. 6:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clayton State leading at 51-48. 6:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Clayton State leads Armstrong State 51-48 on Military Appreciation Day here at Alumni Arena. Some other scores updating you on: Georgia College now leads Augusta 45-37 there in the fourth quarter in Milledgeville. Columbus State has come all the way back and now leads Lander 70-60 in the fourth. Francis Marion leads North Georgia 51-47 as they are headed to the fourth. As the Pirates have the basketball. DeAndrea Clark, three is no good. Casey Drayton with the rebound. Her shot is no good. And the rebound comes down to Raven Thomas. Cunningham layup is good. And Cunningham gives the Lakers a 5-point lead, 53-48, 6:19 to go. Jenkins to Raymondville. And an offensive foul is called on Mercedes Jenkins for setting the illegal screen for Michaela Raymondville. Banks with it for Clayton State. Gets it over to Hawkins. Back to Banks for three, no good. Rebound Drayton. And then that's knocked out of bounds out of her hands by Cunningham. Pirates will take over. Jenkins gets the play from head coach Fala Bullock on the sidelines. Clark to Raymondville, 8 on the shot clock. Jenkins, 3 on the shot clock. Jenkins does not get the shot off, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So back-to-back turnovers for the Pirates. And turnovers starting to even up a bit. It was 12-5 at halftime. Now it's 15-13. Pirates show zone on this possession. 5 minutes left in the contest. And that ball's lost out of bounds by Thomas. And media timeout on the floor with 4:57 to go here in the final quarter of play. Clayton State leading at 53-48. .457 to go. And Armstrong State, trailing by 5, will have the basketball. One final already in the Peach Belt. UNC Pembroke defeated Young Harris 63-54. They are headed to overtime in St. Augustine. Flagler and Montevallo tied at 69 as Clark pass is stolen by Hawkins, who lays it up and in, and that is the worst possible situation for the Pirates out of the timeout. They commit the turnover. Clayton State gets the bucket, and now it leads by 7. 4:38 to go. Raymondville, guarded by Hawkins. Baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Thomas with the rebound. Banks skips it out to Johnson, who has a double-double, by the way, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Back to Banks, 10 on the shot clock. Inside, and that ball goes through everyone. Actually deflects off of a Clayton State player. And the Pirates will take over. And trailing by 7, 55-48. Jenkins on the run with it, guarded by 3 people. Somebody's got to be open down the floor. But now the Lakers back off, and Jenkins will get into the half-court offense. Jenkins drives, shoots, no good. Raymondville gets the rebound and is going to draw the foul call. Hawkins was on the floor and was underneath Raymondville. So Michaela Raymondville will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. First free throw good. .343 left, plenty of time for the Pirates, as Benford will check back in for Raven Thomas. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. We've got a situation over on the official scores table that we're having to right now we're having to delay the game. So we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to and watching Armstrong State basketball. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena, and there has been an electrical fire in the gym here. There's an electrical fire underneath the north side bleachers, and so we're actually going to have to evacuate the gym here. So with 3:43 to go in the fourth quarter, we're having to evacuate Alumni Arena. And so we will try and keep you updated on the situation on social media here as much as we can. We will keep the webcast going, but obviously there will be no commentary, but we will keep things rolling here until we find out what is going to happen with this electrical fire. Again, 3:43 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Clayton State leads at 55-49. Chad Jackson welcoming you back here to Alumni Arena. We are 4 minutes away from resumption of Armstrong State and Clayton State women's basketball. Here's the situation. We had an electrical fire underneath the north bleachers. Did not endanger anyone, but put smoke into the gym. The Savannah Fire Department came out, contained the issue. We had to cut power to both sides of the bleachers. We have now run alternate power for the official scores table as well as our webcast. The Savannah Fire Department then came in with an air quality index meter, made sure that we have enough good air quality to resume. And so the teams are now warming up, and we will resume this contest with 3:43 to go in the fourth quarter, and Clayton State leading 55-49. It has been quite an interesting afternoon, and we hope we'll have a good conclusion to this contest. Again, we still have another game to play. We will have the Armstrong State men taking on Clayton State coming up 25 minutes after the conclusion of this contest. So we will be back in about 2.5 minutes for the resumption of Armstrong State women's basketball against Clayton State. Chad Jackson back with you here at Alumni Arena. We are just about set for resumption of this contest, 55-49. Clayton State leads when we resume after about an hour and 10-minute delay. Michaela Raymondville will be back at the free throw line to shoot the second of her free throws. She had made the first when play was halted because of the electrical fire. Again, Clayton State and Armstrong State, with the Lakers leading it by 6. And the Pirates trying to cut it to 5 with one more free throw from Raymondville. One thing to tell you, we have opened all the doors here. We have a couple of fans that were trying to continue to get the smoke out of the gym, but as Michaela Raymondville sights, shoots, and hits, we are back underway, 55-50. Banks with it for Clayton State. Pirates have her trapped in the backcourt. Now Benford with it. Over to Hawkins. And now Banks will set up the half-court offense. 3:29 to go. 5-point lead. Pirates bring the half-court trap. Now Hawkins over to Benford in the corner. 8 on the shot clock. Lob it inside to Benford. Benford lays it up and scores. Benford took it away from Cunningham and was able to put it up and in. 57-50. 3:05 to go. Mercedes Jenkins now with it. Over to Raymondville. Gets a screen from Gibson. Gets it off to Jenkins. 12 on the shot clock. Jenkins out to Clark. Clark drives, shoots, and is fouled. And DeAndrea Clark is going to go to the line and shoot 2. And that foul's on Banks, her 3rd. And DeAndrea Clark will go to the line and shoot 2. The senior from Stockbridge, Georgia. First free throw is no good. Pirates have shot 75% in this game from the free throw line. Clayton State 64%. But obviously magnified here every miss with 2:47 to go. Second free throw is good. Clark makes 1 of 2. Pirates show pressure. Broken easily by the Lakers. Now Banks with it. Through Cunningham to Hawkins. Johnson will get it. They basically work it around the perimeter, working down the shot clock. Ball's on the floor. Johnson picks it back up. 8 on the shot clock. Johnson drives around everyone, lays it up. Can't get the basket to go, but she's fouled. And Tiara Johnson, 18 points, 10 rebounds, will go to the line again where she is 4 of 7. First free throw is good. Second free throw good. Johnson makes them both. It's an 8-point lead. 59-51, 2:15 to go. Jenkins dribbles right, gives off to Raymondville. Now Drayton with it. Over to Clark, 2 minutes to go. Mercedes Jenkins for 3 is no good off the back iron. Rebound Benford. Now Johnson. And a timeout taken as the Pirates almost got a 10-second call on the Lakers. But head coach Kalina Coleman able to call timeout. .145 to go, and Clayton State leads 59-51. So Clayton State advances the basketball into the front court after the timeout. 145. And actually now they bring them back into the back court, but they'll get it into the front court. Johnson to Banks. Over to Cunningham, 1:33 to go. Johnson, and an offensive foul as Mercedes Jenkins steps in and takes the charge. $1:29 to go. Pirates trail by 8, need to get a basket in a hurry. Jenkins kicks it off to Drayton, but a foul on the pass will send Jenkins to the line to shoot 2 as the Pirates are in the bonus. First free throw is good. 59-52. Second free throw good. 59-53. Pirates again show full court pressure, but Hawkins does well to break it. Now Banks with it. 1:15 to go. Over to Benford. Now Hawkins. Back to Banks. 12 on the shot clock, 1:04 on the game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Cunningham lobs it in, and the shot is up, no good, but Benford is going to shoot 2 free throws. She was caught underneath the basket, and her shot hit the underneath part of the rim, but foul was called with 54.5 seconds left. Benford, 17 points. First free throw is good. And now, after the first free throw, Michaela Raymondville has fouled out. Her foul was the 5th on Benford, so Jessica Dole has to come back in. Second free throw good. And a timeout taken by Clayton State. 61-53 Lakers lead with 54.5 seconds left. It's a 30-second timeout. Eight-point lead for the Lakers. Pirates will advance it after the timeout. Clark inbounds it to Jenkins. Over to Doyle. She'll put it on the floor, drive, kick it off to Clark. Wide open for 3, it's no good. Drayton gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. 44.3 seconds left. And a timeout taken as Benford has trouble getting the ball in bounds before a 5-second call. So 44.3 seconds left. The lead is 6 for the Lakers. Well, we can update you on some finals from around the Peach Belt Conference. Every game that started at 1:30 is a final, and we had a couple of overtime games. Montevallo defeated Flagler 83-79 in overtime. Augusta defeated Georgia College 62-59 in overtime. North Georgia came back to defeat Francis Marion 63-59. Columbus State defeated Lander 82-76. And UNC Pembroke beat Young Harris 63-54. Clayton State chooses to advance. And the Lakers are out of timeouts in this game, so that is an important tidbit as Tiara Johnson will inbound it. And that is going to be an illegal screen called on Clayton State. They're trying to free up Tweety Hawkins. And that will give the Pirates the basketball. So a mistake there for Clayton State. Pirates inbound it to Mercedes Jenkins. Jenkins brings it up quickly. Jenkins out to Clark for three, no good. Rebound tipped, and Jenkins had it, gets it to Gibson, and it's in the backcourt. Clark gets it, 28 seconds left. Jenkins for three, no good. Drayton with the rebound, she puts it back up, that's no good. And then a jump ball is called as the Pirates tie up the rebound with 18.3 seconds left. And the Lakers inbound it immediately to Tiara Johnson. She's fouled by Clark. And that's only the third team foul, so Clayton State's going to have to continue to try and inbound. And Johnson fouled again, this time with 14.5 seconds left. Benford to inbound. The next foul will send Clayton State to the free throw line. And actually now they're going to say that was the fifth foul. So Johnson will now shoot 2 free throws. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Gibson with the rebound, and Coach Falabolek calls a quick timeout. That will help the Pirates not only bring the ball up the floor, but draw up an out-of-bounds play as the lead is still 6, 61-55. .1 seconds left. Pirates need a quick 3 and then a foul, and hope that the Lakers can miss a couple more free throws. Clark to inbound it. They tried a lob play to Gibson, but Hawkins is able to get it. And Johnson is fouled with 9 seconds left. So they tried, instead of the 3, they tried to get an easy 2 on a lob to the weak side of the basket. And DeAndre Clark has now fouled out. And Brooklyn Heilman will have to come in, as Johnson will shoot 2 free throws again. First free throw is no good. Sliver of hope for the Pirates, as Johnson has missed her last 3 free throws. Second free throw, no good. Doyle with the rebound and a timeout taken. Last timeout for the Pirates with 9.3 seconds left. Jessica Doyle will inbound it. Gets it to Jenkins. Jenkins, 7 seconds left. Puts up the off-balance 3. It's no good, and Benford is fouled with 2.9 seconds left, and that will just about do it. As Benford, who has 19 points and is 6 of 7 from the free throw line, can make it 3 possessions with 1 free throw. First one is up and no good. Second free throw is no good. Heilman will not get a shot off, and that is the end of this one, as Clayton State wins it 61-55 after an hour and 10-minute electrical fire delay. The Lakers end up winning it and improve to 12-3, 4-2 in the Peach Belt, and Armstrong State falls to 6-9 and 2-4 in the Peach Belt. And we'll be back in 25 minutes for the men's contest between the Pirates and the Lakers.